The story of Bill Gates, from curious kid to world changer. Have you ever wondered what makes someone truly successful? Let's explore the inspiring journey of Bill Gates, a name known all around the world. He created Microsoft, made billions of dollars, and is now using his wealth to help people everywhere. But how did he do it? What lessons can we learn from his story? Let's go back to the beginning. A curious boy with big dreams. Bill Gates, whose full name is William Henry Gates III, was born on October 28, 1955, in Seattle, USA. He grew up in a loving, middle-class family. Bill had two sisters, one older and one younger, and was the middle child. His father was a successful lawyer, and his mother was a teacher who also worked with charities and organizations. From a young age, his parents taught him to be curious, ambitious, and to care about others. At home, Bill's family gave him the nickname Trey because he was the third William in the family. He was full of energy, loved playing games and sports, and spent many summers with his family in the countryside. Being in nature helped shape his love for adventure and exploration. Bill was smart, but he didn't always fit in at school. He was smaller than most kids his age and was sometimes bullied. This made him feel lonely, but it also made him stronger and more determined. He loved board games, especially a game called Risk, and he always played to win. His competitive nature became a big part of who he was and would help him later in life. A life-changing school. When Bill was 13, his parents sent him to a private school called Lakeside School. This decision changed everything. Lakeside was not a normal school. It gave students the freedom to explore and learn in creative ways. One day, the school's Mothers Club used money from a fundraiser to buy computer time on a big machine from General Electric. This was a big deal back then. Most schools didn't have access to computers. Lakeside also got a special machine called the Teletype Model 33. It allowed students to connect to that distant computer and type in code. Bill was fascinated. The moment he sat down at the teletype and typed his first commands, something clicked. It was his light bulb moment. He realized that this was what he wanted to do with his life. He started learning a computer language called BASIC and spent hours in the computer lab writing his first simple program, a game of tic-tac-toe. The school even allowed him to skip math classes so he could focus on programming. He wasn't just playing games, he was building the future. Meeting Paul Allen and taking risks at Lakeside, Bill met Paul Allen, another student who loved computers. The two became close friends and spent countless hours working together on projects. Their first big idea was a program called Trafo Data, which helped count traffic. It wasn't a big success, but it gave them valuable experience. After high school, Bill got accepted into Harvard University, one of the best schools in the world. His parents were proud and hoped he would become a lawyer like his dad. At first, Bill studied mathematics, but he quickly realized he wasn't the best in the class, and that's when he returned to his true passion, computers. Meanwhile, Paul Allen had moved to Boston to work as a programmer. One day, he showed Bill a magazine with a new computer on the cover, the Altair 8800. It was small and affordable, and both of them saw something big, an opportunity to create software for this new kind of computer. That was the moment they made a life-changing decision. Bill dropped out of Harvard to start a software company with Paul. It was a huge risk, but he believed in his dream. The birth of Microsoft? In 1975, Bill Gates and Paul Allen founded Microsoft, a small company with a big vision, to put a computer on every desk and in every home. Their first product was a version of BASIC for the Altair 8800, and it became very popular among computer hobbyists. But success didn't come easy. Many people copied their software without paying. This made Bill angry. He believed that people who create software should be paid for their work. He even wrote an open letter to computer users explaining why stealing software was wrong. It was a bold move and showed that Bill was serious about building a real business. Microsoft started growing. Bill worked hard, often putting in long hours, checking every line of code and making sure everything was perfect. He was a tough boss, but he cared deeply about the company's success. A game-changing deal. The big break came when IBM, a huge computer company, was looking for software for its new personal computers. Microsoft didn't have an operating system at the time, but Bill had a clever idea. Instead of building one from scratch, he bought an existing one from a small company, made some changes, and called it MS-DOS. Here's the smart part. Instead of selling the software to IBM, Bill gave them a license. This meant Microsoft still owned MS-DOS and could sell it to other companies too. This deal made Microsoft a giant in the tech world. Every time a new computer was sold with MS-DOS, Microsoft made money. And just like that, Bill Gates became very rich, not from selling computers, but from owning the software that ran them, making computers easier for everyone. After the success of MS-DOS, Bill and his team wanted to make computers even easier to use. That's when they created Windows, a system that used pictures and icons instead of complicated text commands. The first version of Windows came out in 1985. It wasn't perfect, but it was a big step forward. Microsoft kept improving it, and in 1995 they released Windows 95, a huge success. It was user-friendly, fast, and fun. Thanks to smart marketing and the right timing, it became the most popular operating system in the world. Windows changed the way people used computers. It wasn't just for experts anymore. Anyone could learn it. Microsoft had made technology simple, and that made them even more powerful. From CEO to philanthropist. For many years, Bill Gates was the CEO of Microsoft. He worked hard, made tough decisions, and always pushed for improvement. He was competitive, focused, and driven by the desire to be the best. But as Microsoft grew, so did Bill's desire to make a difference in the world beyond technology. In 2000, Bill and his wife Melinda started the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Their goal? To improve healthcare, education, and fight poverty around the world. They donated billions of dollars to fight diseases, help children go to school, and support people in need. Later, Bill also joined forces with billionaire Warren Buffett to start the Giving Pledge, asking other wealthy people to donate at least half their money to charity. He proved that success isn't just about money, it's about making the world better. What can we learn from Bill Gates? Bill Gates' story teaches us many valuable lessons. Take smart risks. Leaving Harvard was a big gamble, but it was a calculated risk based on passion and belief in a dream. Work hard. Bill didn't take a day off in his 20s. Success requires dedication. Think differently. His clever deal with IBM changed everything. Sometimes the best solutions aren't the obvious ones. Stay curious and keep learning. From a young boy typing code to a world-changing philanthropist, Bill never stopped learning. Give back. True success means helping others. Bill Gates didn't become one of the richest people in the world by luck. He combined vision, hard work, and smart choices, and used his success to make life better for millions. If you're learning English or chasing your own dream, remember this. Great things start with curiosity, courage, and a willingness to try.